So this is our next guest, Mr. Deloney. So he's going to be talking about sports and stuff, and we're going to be asking him questions on SEIPN.
Yeah, I coach football too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I heard that you and Jeff are combining a team. How do you think that's going to be like?
You know, I think that's great. You've done your research. I like that. So for the last several years, Jefferson and SEI have both been separate, and this year we decided to be partners and combine our talent and combine our kids and to combine our resources. And so we're going to have one team called SEI Jefferson. Well, our whole program is going to be Jefferson SEI. So we'll have a 3rd and 4th grade team, a 5th and 6th grade team, and a 7th and 8th grade team.
How does Jeff mixing with SEI affect the team?
I think it makes us better. I think anytime you get to add kids, more students outside of just your normal area, you have the opportunity to add more talent and skill. And so I think football is one of those games where you got to have bodies, right? You know, it's not one of those sports where you can just have one good guy. You need several people, you know, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, quarterback, running back, receivers, defensive backs. You need all those different people that make up a team. And so having more players available and more bodies and more uniforms and more equipment will make our program that much better.
Do you think it's going to be different playing with different kids and teaching them how to get the fundamental down?
You know, I don't think so. I think at this age it's always teaching. No matter how long you played for me, I'm going to teach you those basics so that when you go to high school and play, that people know that you learned how to play the right way at SEI. So we always take a lot of time in terms of teaching the fundamentals, teaching young students how to practice right. We don't want to just have practice, we want to have perfect practice. So you can take those things that you've learned and go to the next level and are ready to compete on the first day.
So how many years have you been a coach?
Oh, good question. I have been coaching probably right about the same time I started at SEI, so around 96, so just about 17 years now.
What gender do you teach?
You know, I've coached a little bit of everything. I've coached boys, girls. I even coached one time an adult team here at SEI when we did our Powder Puff game. So I've done just about a little bit of everybody.
So I heard that your basketball team went to Vegas for a tournament.
Yes, yeah.
How'd you do?
We did really well. I coach ICP Elite basketball, 6th grade, 12 and under, and out of I think 80 teams that entered at that level, we got all the way to the championship game and lost by 3. Had a good opportunity to win. We down 3 points with 11 seconds left. We just missed the last shot, so we had a great run.
Do you have a tip for the players?
A tip for the players? I do. I have a tip for you know, anybody, whether it's football, basketball, baseball. When you really look at the amount of time that you put in and the effort, is always about practice. You have to love practice if you want to be good at sports. A lot of people don't want to practice. They just want to show up for games and, you know, I'm going to turn it on. There is no on and off switch. You're going to play, right, the way that you practice.
Yeah.
And so I always encourage students to enjoy practice, get the most out of practice, and if you work hard, when that game and it's time to play the game and it's for keeps, you'll be that much more successful.
What's the most important part about sports to you?
The most important part for me, I think, is learning how to compete, right? I think you might not win everything, and you know, no team ever does. But if you, as young people, learn how to compete and how to identify something and work hard to go get that thing, that's a skill that will take you far in life, whether that's getting a job, going to college, anything at all. If you learn how to go after the things that you're passionate about, it's something that'll take you a long way.
So what about education? they're not getting educated and their grades run up, do you let them play or you just sit them on the sideline?
I think you know the answer to that. You know, at SEI, the sports, the drum line, the drama, all those things are important. But first and foremost, it's always about the books here for us. So those things are all rewards for doing the things that you're supposed to do, right? And so when you guys go to school, we don't ask you to get a 4.0 and you better never get a B. What we try to make sure that you do is you put your mind to it, you work hard, we call it being academically responsible. Do your homework every day, behave yourself in class, and the rest will take care of itself, right? You do the best that you could possibly do in the classroom, and everything else will take care of itself.
One of the phrases I always hear you say is, hard work pays off. It doesn't.
That's right. Been listening.
Yes. So that's all we have for today. Thanks for watching SEIPN.